must have been a fairly decent house when it was built, you know. For that time, out of sawed lumber.
Yep.
That was the next best thing past the log house, and people were tickled to death when they could build a frame house.
Now they had a nice place there. It was nice leveled off. It's stone walled.
The spring, nice spring right there, and the cave, and
Yep. But you don't know when they came in there, when they built that.
No, sir. No, sir. Well, Granddad bought it from Great-Granddad, and I think Granddad Orndorff must have taken over around 1900.
So you don't know if there were kids that lived there?
The little boy that died must have been born around 1900. 5 other boys and 2 girls. So it was a pretty full house with all the kids.
Yeah. Obviously, the people up there were poor. Can you talk about the poverty?
Most everything then was a little something handmade, you know. They'd take an old corn cob and put a little piece of cloth on it, and the girl had a doll baby, you know. I guess they figured they lived pretty good. They butchered, you know, and they had large strips of woods fenced off where they could rail fence, where they turned the hogs out. They fattened on acorns and chestnut. There was chestnuts everywhere in the fall. People used to go out and they'd rake them up, pick up the chestnuts, and then they'd haul the leaves in, put them in a pile, and use for bedding in the wintertime. Mix it in with the straw, make the straw stretch as far as it goes. Some people didn't have any straw. They didn't have a farm enough to have any grain. And cherries grew like you wouldn't believe. And they had blackberries and raspberries and huckleberries. They'd all go together, or several of them would go together in a bunch, take their dogs and go out to pick huckleberries, but had to be very careful because the rattlesnakes were fierce in the huckleberry bushes.
Oh, yeah. Is a chimney stack or foundation or a pile right back here, right where we expected it to be. And you guys are going to be with us on this dig. This is a chimney, and part of the house is still there. There's at least 2 foundations up there. Probably one is a outbuilding or a barn. The other is the actual house and chimney stack. Gorgeous. Look at this. Up here in the middle of nowhere. Two levels. They timbered off here, so I have no doubt that this lumber came right off this property. Square nails. Square nails. You can see where it was hit with an adze. These are all square nails. Look at that. Awesome. That stonework. There is a spring coming right out of the ground right here. What do you say we get started? This is an adventure. Okay, I got on Pro 0. The iron to scrim at 27. On the sensitivity, I'm 2 back from the top, because I think we'll probably find lots of iron here in the ground. And so I may eventually have to bump that up to 30, 35, or 40 even, depending on how noisy this site is. But I already know I'm going to find a lot of stuff in the ground. I've already see it. Got a mid-tone here. And make sure that's on. That's it. Okay. I have seen one of these before. Yes, I have. And that is brass. Not bad. Alright. It's reading a 46 to 53. So we're going to dig that right there. Right there. Alright, there it is. This, well, you can see that this is also brass. I don't know if you can see the color right there, but this is brass. I'm going to see if there's any more in this hole. Right now, I don't know what that's to. It's another piece of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out of here. And I'm going to see what this goes to. But I think it was round. I think it was round. It's brass. It's not copper, it's definitely brass. Anchor here, it's mid-tone, 45, 55, right there. Still in here. I see it already. I see it. It is actually, this looks like a hand-forged copper chain. Look at that. Each of those links are a different size. Oh, that's cool. That's really awesome. Yeah, this will clean right up. And let's see. Now that's interesting. Look, it's got two different sizes of chain links on there. It's got big copper chain links and small copper chain links. Can you see that? You can tell these are handmade. It's very interesting. That's cool. So let's see if there's anything else in this hole. Yep. I think that was it. Okay, so we'll put this right here. We'll dig this out. Maybe we'll find what was on that copper chain. There it is. Okay, so here's what I think. I just pulled this spike out, and it was by this chain. So I'm wondering if this chain was attached to that spike. Think that chain was attached to that spike? Wonder where that could be. That's a pretty big spike. I'm happy about that. That's a great find. That's awesome. I just dug that copper chain right there, and I got a high squeaker right here. It's a 76 to an 80. It's not reading so high, and I think it read high because it's a ring. Now, I don't know why I find so many of these, but oh, actually, this looks like it was a buckle maybe at one time. See that bump out right there? No. I think it's just a ring. I seem to find these at every site I go to. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Iron. Well, there's a piece of china. That's the first piece of china I found so far. Let's set that aside. Let's see what this is. Okay, I see it. What is it? What is it? You know, I think I believe this is a rivet. This is brass right here, and it's surrounded, looks like, either by iron. Nope, that's a rivet, and this is leather. So I think this actually could have been on a saddle, because look how thick that is. And you know what? That makes sense. So maybe this all came off of a saddle on a horse. Got a high reading right here. It's reading a solid 78. And I found that rivet right over there, just right behind the camera. Maybe this is also a rivet, because it was reading that high. But you know what? I think I already found it. Oh, what is this? Oh my. Don't know. You know what? This is a fantastic find. This is a wedding band. That's a wedding ring. That is a great find. That is a great find. I'm happy with that. It's not gold. It's not gold, but you know what? These people were poor, and this probably meant a whole lot. And I think this is a female's ring. But I think I just pulled this big file out of the ground. We're on the road. The road came out around here, came right through here, and it went right up there. The house is here. The orientation, here's the front door. The lot came down this way. I found the horse tack, the rivet, everything right in here. And I'm right here beside it, and I just found this file. So, actually, that's pretty cool. So I would say, you know, these pioneers, I mean, they had their horses, they'd dismount right here to go into the house, and probably the horse rider, would fix his horse's hoofs right here. It's probably 150, 200 years old, that is. It's reading a 40, which is kind of a low mid-tone. So I don't have high expectations for this. The signal's down here too, and in here. So let's look at this together. Make sure it's on, it's on. Okay, see if there's anything in that hole. Not hearing anything. But right here, right here. Is it a shotgun shell, a brass casing? Ooh, there it is. There it is. It looks like... Here, hold on. Let me get a little stick here. Let me get a little stick. Maybe a key. Maybe the key went in there. I think maybe a key went in that. Maybe a little diary book. Maybe this was a key to a diary to a little girl that lived here in this house. It's very well what that could be. It's a real good find. That's an 86 to a 90. That's real good. That's coin range. So I'm going to do a live dig right here. Oh my, what is that? Looky here. What is that? That is... Holy cow, that is brass. I think that's from a 4-post bed. It's real heavy. Looky there. Let me get a stick. Try to clean that out. Yep, I think, you know, I don't honestly, I mean, it's got threading right there. It's got threading right there. It had something right here that looks like it broke off, and probably why they tossed it away. But what would you say that is? Isn't that pretty? It's a great, beautiful patina on there. I'll have to clean this up. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see inside of there. There is, I believe this was a shut-off valve of some sort. So it could be water, it could be gas, which I'd be shocked up here. Oh, you know what? There's writing right there. There's writing down here too. I cannot see it, but I need to clean that up. It's German. It looks German to me. Yeah, it looks German. L, maybe that's an L. That's an L. L-U-N-K, Lunk, H-E-I-M-E-R. Lunkenheimer. I don't know. I'll clean that up. I'll show it to you later. Okay, there is a date over here. It says March 65. It says PATD, patent. Can't read what that says, but that says L-U-N-K-E-N-H-E-I-M-E-R, Lunkenheimer. So that's the Lunkenheimer, March, my guess is 1865. If any of you guys want to look that up, see what that is, it's German, and this was settled by Germans, so I'm not surprised. Here's a huge piece of iron, so let's see what it is together. Alright. Now, actually this is pretty cool. I think this is a strut from a wagon. What do you think? Isn't that cool? That's a strut from a wagon. Can you see it? This is what's set down in the wood seat set right there. This is where I've been digging everything, right along this road. That's exactly what that is. Strut from a wagon. A shock, or I mean, it could be something like a shock. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, that's a good thing. Looky there. It's a buckle. And you know what? I think it's a silver buckle. Yep, that's a silver buckle. And it has an iron pin. What do you think? Is that silver? Looks pretty good. Around 40, so let's give this one a try right here. It's in the plug. Let's try it. Let's break it apart. Okay, you see it? Well, that might be it. You know, this is a buckle too. And this is an old iron buckle. Looky there. That is my second buckle of the day. That is an old iron buckle. That's what that is. Pretty cool. Well, I told the chig that I've not found a single mason jar lid or a curl lid, but I think that's what that is, and it was a screamer, and that is my first for the day. Oh, part of it just came out. Man, that rang up real high. There's a pattern on there. I'm going to read that. Hold on here. Yep, there's something on there. Let me at least read it. Boyles, it said Mark Boyles. I've never heard of that. Let's see here. I have not heard of that brand. I actually might keep that. Look at that. Looks like it actually has artwork on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to clean this up and look that brand up. I've never seen a jar lid quite like that one. And I mean, there's so much stuff in here. We suspect if we find any coins or any buttons, they're going to be right in here.